स्वरूपं तथा वा फलत्र यशश्चारु चित्रं धनं मेरुतुल्यं मनश्चेन लग्नं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपद्मे ततः किं ततः किं ततः किं ततः किम्.
Today is Guru Purnima and I am happy to see you all here. Why happy? Why we become happy? Because happiness is the virtue of soul. It is not a customary saying that I am happy to see you. If I am not happy to see you, I should say I am not happy to see you. That will be the truth. So I will tell a little bit about Guru Purnima, because all else material information we all can gather even from Google these days. So much of material information will not be of any use, only how it begins. So there are two ways to tell it. One tradition begins beyond time and space, and another is within time and space, which is factual and can be known by each and everyone. But what is beyond time and space? It is entirely based on experiences of the ones whom we call enlightened souls. So they cannot tell it to anyone. Where is the fact into that? Only it comes through realization. So Guru begins with Shiva and Parvati. One tradition is that, and another is that of Vasishtha and Arundhati. Shiva and Parvati, that begins there, and later on, when he imparted to Parvati, that is when it is called Guru Purnima. Because it is a spiritual state which we have in a spiritual realization, which is 15th state, it is called Paripurna. It comes from that. So when they became one, and she also got everything, from that it starts. Another parampara is that of Vasishtha. Vasishtha, as a mind-born son of Brahma, he was there. But when he incarnated as a human being, that was 72 generations before Rama's birth took place. Rama was born, Bhagavan Ram, before that, 72 generations before him, Vasishtha was born. At that time, he was known as Adi Guru. Then when Shiva, he gave it to the 7 seers, saints, then he also took the same name Adi Guru. So it is not a name, it is from where your tradition begins, to that you say Adi Guru. Now, hereafter, this which we are calling saints or seers or Saptarshis or Ram, these all you can have literature for that. But that tradition, Shiva, Parvati, and so long as he was a mind-born son, that's not available in time and space. That is one dimension. Another is this within time. So there are traditions in that. It begins, then we come further down. Then we started with Veda Vyas. That it is Veda Vyas, who it is called as Vyasa Purnima also. He was born on the same date as well as he started writing Brahma Sutras on the same day, which is Purnima. So that tradition is there. If you come further down, then every tradition has it. Buddha Purnima, because Buddha gave his lecture in Sarnath to his first disciples. So it is called Buddha Purnima also. Then in Jainism also you have. So all these things are there. Then latest edition is that of Mahatma Gandhi. He also used to follow Guru Purnima for his Guru. So that is Rai Chandal was his name. So that is there. Now this is the traditional aspect of the Guru Purnima. But what is the significance for us? See, it is proximity to a living Guru that makes it meaningful. Why? Because we can go and ask our questions that this is where I am haggling, and as Berlin has used a very meaningful word, location. How do you know location of anything? If you look the highest things which are verifiable by all materially, this is stars and astronomical system. there also location is vis-a-vis one another. Where is the earth placed? Vis-a-vis sun and other planets only we say it is placed here. Otherwise, how can you tell an absolute location that this is my location? So that is why we say Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. That somebody to be in that position so we could see through eyes, absolute through our own eyes, so that we could identify ourselves. So first thing, it begins with, if we say one thing, that makes it clear, what is this I? So you may have noticed whenever something of spiritual significance is happening, they sing this sloka. Tamso ma asato ma sadgamay, tamso ma jyotirgamay, or mrityor ma amritam gamay. Now here, listen carefully. When we say asato ma sadgamay, from the very beginning, it is not about any material things we are speaking. Sat and asat differentiation is the differentiation of Atma and Anatma. What is real and what is not real. So this all is in subtlety of your being, not materially verifiable. But who will give judgment that this is this and that is that? So this begins with Sat and Asat. So we say, let me, this sloka, simply input in simple English means, let us move from untruth to truth. Let us move from darkness to light. Let us move from death to immortality. Now, what is meaningful to note here is, if it were about material things, that the seer is speaking about material differentiation, then where is the need to say that let us go from darkness to light? Everybody knows where is darkness, where is light materially. We are sitting in a lit place. Does somebody need to say let us move? No, we are sitting here. We know that is a light here. We know we go outside, that darkness is there. So definitely it is not being spoken about anything material. It is entirely spiritual journey. He says, who will tell us? So that is the utility of a living Guru. That wherever in our journey inward, whose journey? When I say I, who is that I? That I is soul. Now when any Guru whom single enlightened seekers accepts as Guru, that is called Guru. There is no person called Guru. When an enlightened seeker accepts somebody as Guru, then that person is called Guru. Like with the child, mother is born. Same way with the disciple, Guru is born. But here condition is, it must be an enlightened soul already who accepts as Guru. One is sufficient. Then it may go to n numbers, infinite numbers. So we are saying soul. So every Guru has, the way their journey have been, the same entity, they will define and identify for their associates the way he or she has traveled. Then only it will come in their experience, then only it will come into their understanding to the extent it is possible, and then only they will feel. If they are so, word becomes important. Whose word? Only your Guru's words. That is very important. Otherwise you get riled into the literature. Spiritual knowledge comes only through one's own Guru. So soul, when we say minimum qualification of soul is the one which is immortal. So that is where I say happiness, because those who have come into the satsang, somewhere their craving is there, or some of them have already realized that they are not this physical mortal being. There is a soul which is upholding this body. Because without you considering yourself soul, spirituality will not make any sense to you. it will become some motivational class that you can go anywhere or anything. It will not be what it should be. So when we say this, then we have to see what are those things that we can identify. So here we say that primarily you are a soul. If you have any confusion, how to know that I am having a confusion whether I am a soul or not? So these certain things are there which are gripping you time and again, and certain times they are going away. Then you know that certain times you feel as a soul, certain times you don't. If you are happy, exalted, that means at that time you are soul. That is this. And when you are grieving, that time you are not. It is your mind, your ego, your intelligence, that too not in its right condition, and then your memory. That those all things are things that are defining you that time. You are one with either of these four or combination of those things, but not with the soul. Whenever you are with the soul, then automatically you will become happy, because it is her nature. It is its spontaneous nature. So that is how you come to know. Now you want to identify, how will I know the difference? How? So that is why you go to a guru, that this condition is not operating in me. How to move? How will I know whether it is my mind, or it is my ego, or it is my intellect, or it is my memory which is puzzling me? Why I am not experiencing happiness? Why I am not feeling fulfilled? So then he has a way to tell you, look, do these things, experience them, and then come back, report that what it is happening. So all these subtle things, they have their respective place. That where to place your ego, where to place your mind, where to place your intelligence. If you where to place your memory. And these all four, when they become one, we call that chitta. It's a combination of all four in right condition, it is called chitta. So where to put your chitta finally? So if that is placed at its right place, then it will help you. It will not pull your leg. It will give you a staircase that how to climb and reach and see your soul. So that is how we say that when we are looking from that angle, that it is not about material things, about the things inside. That is why they say tamso ma jyotirgamay. You go towards light. What is that light? That is, light is inside. Then only you reach to that state where you experience immortality. Otherwise, mrityorma amritam gamay remains just a slok for you. But the ones who have realized, they have even not tried to give their name to it. They were not interested into it. They were interested into this, that will somebody benefit from it? Will humanity gain anything from it? That was their sole purpose. And that is why we value Sanatan Guru Parampara so much. Because it has always been living tradition. That one person through another to another, that is how it goes. So how to keep these things where they needs to be kept? Like if you keep, I am giving an example, like if you keep your ego into nothingness, another name of Shiva which we call nothingness, then let it expand as much as it is expanding. You will not be influenced at all. But if you put inside yourself that what I have done in your image, then you are sure shot you are going to fall within seconds. So likewise, everything, subtle things also have its vessel where to put it. And once you put, now you know I have put it here, whenever you need you can take that back and utilize for your evolution. So then only realization will become, as the word itself says, realization, the real. And that is what the beginning of the sloka, as we say from truth, from untruth to truth. Truth is only soul. So last stanza, it's as to that how you become, how you get that enlightenment, how you become immortal. But everything somewhere you have to begin with. So we say, whatever your assumption about yourself, you say, no, I do not consider myself soul. Let me know something I should have that to convince my mind that yes, I am not mind, I am soul. That is why you go for satsang. Because information you can collect from all sources. But discernment, which is called viveka, that you imbibe only in satsang. Because there is a relationship. In other places, soul relationship is not there. So we say this Guru Shishya Parampara, it has nothing to do with your gender, your religion or geography, nothing. It is soul's own relation to the super soul. So that way, if you apply the word meaning of the Guru, it goes like Guru means the remover of the darkness. So same in every spiritual person's expression, you will find that integrity as if it is only a single syllable which is being explained in so many ways. So what can we do, and what is this? In this Guru Purnima day, only certain things are there, like astronomical positions that you can gather. This particular day, it has come after 152 years, that planetary position is such. The moon, today is little lunar eclipse also in the night, which you will see red and blue both moons. So what does it has to, materially when we say though we all know that we are composed of water so much in the body, and this moon also, when you see it in relation to the sea waves, they are pulled by the moon. So that way you can say we are pulled in certain way evolutionary, but that is not a big thing, because those who are not practicing regularly, for them it will not even come into the notice that where is the difference. But yes, it gives you at least a sanctified testimony that it is like that, so you feel good that yes, something is happening, which is really happening, but it is not coming into your radar. It is not coming to your notice. If you have been practicing regularly, you can definitely find out that what is the difference between other days and this day. So this significance is there. Anything which is coming from beyond time, and when it gets manifested within time and space, it has a relation. Because there, in absolute relation is not there. Here, once we start in the relative world, then things have one after another like that. So Guru's utility is this, that on every condition, wherever our location is, we can talk, we can ask, and then he can pull us up. There are three kinds of Guru, because this Shastra is so long, we can keep talking long. So I would rather like to have questions, what are there, instead of speaking from one side. There are three kinds of Guru. One are called Sadgurus, those who impart you knowledge like this, how the planets are there, how things are moving, everything intellectually there is. They can give you everything, factual knowledge, and you will be satisfied, which is very primary things everybody should know. Then there are Samarth Gurus. Their role is, once you have moved ahead from this, that all this is fine, now you are sure that you are a soul. Now it needs to be pulled up. Because then the moment you know that you are a soul, whole nature and everything will start pulling you down. By giving you something very interesting, that you get lured by it. I got this power, I can know this thing. You get pulled down by the nature, by the attributes of nature. So in all spiritual tradition, generally it is taboo that please do not go all for these siddhis, they will ultimately pull you down. You are not for those siddhis here. Once your physical body goes, what will you do of those siddhis? So use your time for what you have come here. You have come here to realize your ultimate goal. So use your time for that. Other than survival thing, you should focus on that. That is the goal of life. So there is Samarth Guru who is capable of pulling you without saying anything, pulling you up. Whenever you go in the satsang, if you have any problem, you will feel, if you are open, that you have been pulled up from that position. Provided you go with the open heart. Because it is not the Guru's job to look for what is in your mind. It is your job to open up your mind. That is the only thing which is required in a Guru-Shishya relationship. That we go and open our... Guru will never call you that you come and tell. No, because it's a maryada, etiquette. We have to go and tell. Otherwise, we are not considering even Guru. It is our only mind who made and only mind who pushed it back. So, Samarth Guru, that he can pull you up. You will feel different. You will feel that you have been. Then there is Param Guru. That is the ultimate. Nothing can be told about that. But that is where we all have to become like that. It is like pulling oneself equal to oneself. What the ultimate is, the ultimate goal. Making no difference between one and another. That is the ultimate thing. That is why we say, the one who has realized, he is happy all the time. Happiness will be. It is not that you laugh, that is happiness. That will be seeped inside you all the time, irrespective of what is happening there. So, this is how it is. And we are fortunate that we have got human frame, that we have got inclination towards our own reaching to our own ultimate. If some people are there who do not even believe that there is such an entity like ultimate God or something. So for them I say, okay, your ultimate potential, are you ready to do that? Are you ready to reach there? So we should utilize our time for that. Yes, once you start going into that, then same nature or prakriti or creation which was pulling you down, it starts helping you. Because when it finds that you have no quarrel with it, you are not there to demolish anything in it, you are there to go non-violently. Because when we communicate through words, there is a limit. Whatever I am saying, it comes with some violence. It is called ahat shabd in Sanskrit. Because when we speak, something or other is happening in the body, somewhere air pipe, somewhere it is touching some place. So that ahat word comes. So through verbal knowledge, whole cannot be described as it is. Inside your heart, where the seat of the soul is, there it is called anahat shabd, which comes without any kind of violence. Neither it creates violence, nor it comes through the violence. Its genesis is like that. That is why it is called eternal, anahat. And that is why we go to the Guru, that we say at least everybody has to speak. Though the one who has a human frame cannot speak without some violence. Amount may be lesser. That is why we say such things. Do not shout. Kathor mat bolo. Do not speak harsh words, because then there will be more violence. So there you find less violence. Inside you know that here it is the person in whom anahat shabd stays forever. That is, if that trust is not there, it is useless to make somebody Guru. Until your heart, because it is not that somebody can come and tell, Lolo, you become my disciple. Such person should not be there, and I think there is none. We only go with when our heart says, and that is how it begins. Then we should question our own heart, that how it is. So this is a little about how the Guru Parampara and how the Purnima is, and how little bit, because insider's voice is self-inquiry, because you have written a word into that invitation, self-inquiry. So this I have told a little also, that it is not about outside what your senses are gathering. It is when your senses invert and they start looking for what is this self, what is this mind and soul, and that is where your journey begins. So if you have one example I can give, self is like this. If you have chosen to come here and you have come, that means it is the self who worked. That is the way. If you choose to do something and then execute it, irrespective of any hurdles, that means your self is at work. Something has begun. So thank you for listening, and now you can ask whatever is there to ask. And one thing I can tell you one more, so it becomes easier for you to ask. Please, when you are asking your question, repeat that inside your mind clearly. Because with as much simplicity and clear you will ask, that much clear answer you will get. Because that is how it is. We are looking for something. And certainly I've seen, no, you said that, there it is written, it is useless. What are you experiencing? What is your question? So many things are written. Just ask that which is pinching you or giving you exaltation. Which is pulling you down or which is pulling you up. You ask, now I have been pulled up this way, how to go further? Now I am being pulled down by this, how to go up? That is only relevant. So this Purnima, use your time very meaningfully, so that when you go back, you at least assure yourself that my time is not wasted. And that will be good to all of us.
Pranam Guruji. My question is, when you said, when you realize that you are a soul, that is when you come to the Satsang and then you seek for a Guru at that time. You are my Guru. I never realized that I am a soul, but before that itself, I got the God's grace to come to you. My question is like, you have only told me that this body and mind is a tool. So when we sit in meditation or we are doing contemplation, when we are able to see that shit clearly, that this is ego in play, this is imagination, and this is our intelligence, is that when I am a soul, can you explain me there? How can I know that I am soul? Thank you.
So these three things are there, roughly, because it is so long. Human frame, inclination to divinity, and then proximity to a Guru. So if you have inclination, because towards God, you have inclination only towards yourself. When I say these words, you have to listen very carefully, because when I say yourself, then it will take a long time to talk. What is yourself? I am saying God is sitting in your heart. Everybody's heart it is sitting. Then where is the need for a Guru? Why we go for a Guru? Then why these three things have been told there? Why it cannot be told simply that as a human being sufficient? Because ultimately I am going to say it is within your heart. Then why you need to go to a Guru? So there is something mystery in it. And that is not such a big thing that cannot be expressed. It is because we have forgotten, as he is saying. Though inclination itself tells you can be inclined only when you have inside. How else you will get inclined? What else is making you to get inclined towards divinity? If it is not something which is not in you, you cannot see it in other. Now this becomes very complicated, because your senses are running amok. So they start giving you certain times this parameter, then you say, he says this, he says that. That's why I say in the beginning, when you say he says, you are making a wrong move. What have you understood? If I say I am not saying anything at all, I am simply quietly sitting without speaking any word. And this is truth. But it appearing to be a lie, isn't it? This is the difference. Truth you see only when you become truth. That is why it begins with asatoma sadgamaya. There it begins. So truth, we say anything. That's why I say first degree is Sadguru. That you come to know what is truth and what is not. When it is not known, then you by groping you say. Then some insinuation, some indications, something will happen, Guru keeps telling you by and by. But that is how it begins. They say, okay, if you have divinity inside, then only you get inclination. So you are fortunate that you got inclination, two things have happened. Now you have to look for the Guru. So then with Guru begins Shraddha. That as much, if we have Shraddha is not this, which I am going to say, some of you may be thinking what I am saying. So please listen carefully. Shraddha is always towards someone. It is never absolute. I have Shraddha. This word has no meaning. Towards whom you have devotion. Because you have, otherwise word will become meaningless. So you have to see what is the meaning of the word. Because you want to see word's reality also, and you want to follow that it is real. So once we have come to this, then they say this is the first stage where you begin with Atma and Anatma differentiation. What is soul and what is not soul? So when you are saying, how will I know that I am a soul? What you know from, you have to begin, what is not soul? So discarding why, that is another way of saying it, naiti naiti charayveti. This is not it, this is not it, this is not it, and that is how you move. So that way, after some time with prolonged satsang is needed for, sometimes it is needed for births and births and births. Still, thing being so simple, still it doesn't come. Because it depends on how much prepared we are. It may take one moment also. And it may take eons also. So this Atma, Anatma, Vivek, when you keep doing for a long time, then what will be left? If there is a thing called soul, that only will be left. Is it making sense to you? If you start beginning by differentiating, well and said and done that I don't know soul. But you know what is not soul. Otherwise, why are you making such a thing? So this all viveka, which we call, this develops when all the senses become normal. Then senses are normalized, then only they will give you way inside. The thing is so near. We are saying the seat of soul is in your heart. But mind is running throughout the world. Then how to control this? It is very difficult to control it. That is where you go to a guru, where to keep mind, where to keep ego, how to go. So, what works there? If you have Shraddha, it will go exactly the way it is. And that can be verified, and then you will become evidence of that thing. So, it begins with Satsang, with this. When you start removing the Anatma, it will lead to the Atma only. And then you will develop Vairagya. Vairagya is not running away from home to Himalayas. Vairagya means now you know clearly what is Atma and what is not. So Vairagya, that will come, that now you Anatma you will not choose. So your character will develop, you will move toward the self. So everything is related. But what happens when we are not there? When there is no Guru to pull us up? Then what happens? And then again we recede back to the mind. And then again, within time and space, everything start bothering us. Vairagya we cannot uphold. When Vairagya we cannot uphold, then the next condition which comes for Samadhi. And there these Sham, Dam, then Titiksha, Uprati, Shraddha and Samadhan comes. That stage will not come. So such thing is there. Then only mupukshatva comes, that now you are looking for liberation. Till then you do not know its value, because when you do not know we are a soul, whose liberation? This is very visible. We are going to pass away after some time. Where is the need to ask anybody liberation? Liberation is granted by birth. You will be liberated after some time. So when you know there is some entity in me which is looking for liberation, and that entity is soul, then only last stage, mumukshatva, it will come when all this you have passed. For a small job to survive, you give 4 years for engineering that I should survive. And for the thing which is for eternity, you are not ready even to give 1 hour. So this is our plight in the world. That we do not value what is most valuable inside us. So it begins with Atma Anatma Vivek. Thank you. Yes.
So, to achieve anything, we need to have a desire to achieve it.
Yeah.
However, if the desire manifests to greed, it leads to all evil. So, how can we continue to constantly nurture desire without allowing it to turn into greed? And two, if it's already turned into greed, how can one come back to normalcy?
See, without desire, nothing happens in the world. Those who are teaching you should not desire, they should think again. Without desire, your desire should be burning. That it should be to such an extent that you see nothing else but that desire. That kind of desire can happen only when you are soul conscious. Before that, the desires which we will be having for something. And that thing will be, as I am saying, anatma. Now that definitely something which doesn't need that much place, that much importance, that much value. So it will start troubling. That's what you are saying. That is very rightly you have put it. Because once something is given more importance than it should be given, then it will trouble you. Because it is happening at the cost of that which should be given most value. Unsaid, you say, no, I am just valuing the unvaluable, but for invaluable I value. It cannot happen. You cannot do two things at a time. You either do something or something is happening at its cost. So coming back to that, when you have to normalize your senses, that is the beginning. That you have to see that discernment has to be there. Vivek. And that comes with self-discipline. There is no, remedy available other than being self-disciplined. Even if you are king of the 3 worlds, still you will have to go through the rigorous self-discipline as the person who is for his daily bread trying to do. Same thing, self-discipline for anything. If you do not have this self-discipline, word is very important, self and discipline. Again it comes to the disciple and self. So as here we say in Sahaj Smriti Yoga, you begin with body, that everybody identifies, pure food for body, then pure food for mind. Once you start giving pure food for mind, then these things will be becoming clearer and clearer to you. That here it is greed and here it is need. I should not go beyond this because nobody else can tell you. Your self-disciplined mind only will tell you. And when it becomes so self-disciplined that it transforms into self. These are not all different things. Mind, self and soul, they are changing and becoming one another. If you let them go for the transformation, that will transform as self and ultimately as soul. If you don't work at it, it will reduce to the mind, it will reduce to the sense, it will reduce to the body. So indications will be like that. So only self-discipline is the way to figure out that this is what is need and this is what is greed. So we have to then take a call. No. So only disciplined mind that makes senses discipline. They will not ask, no, this person knows. I should not go beyond that. Whatever be the thing temptation for that will not go. Is it okay? Thank you.
I have one small question.
Yes.
While I practice meditation, every time the experience is different. How do I know I'm progressing in meditation?
If you want to see for yourself, then peace, happiness, its quotient should increase. But that is not for progress. Progress only our Guru knows. What is where we are progressing or not. But you want to assure yourself that you are going in the right direction. Then these are the things that when you are practicing something, you will be there instances of happiness, calmness, peace, love, for thinking for others, care, and all those things will manifest more in your person. And if there is anything that's not going that way, then you can always correct and know that something is here and there. That can be corrected easily. So that is why we say writing is one among them. That if you have anything, immediately I said, if you have any of these four, that's why I say, Shoka Moha Sandeha Brahm, that if you have any kind of grieving situation, anxiety, ignorance, undue attachment, and doubt I always say it is about soul, nothing else. If you have incurred this thought inside your mind that I am not a soul, that means I am not immortal, then you must run to the satsang, because this is foundation. Adhyatma means the study of Atma. Adhyaya plus Atma, this means Adhyat means study of the soul or meditation on the soul, by the soul, for the soul. So everything is foundation is soul. That is how it is. So any such thing comes, we have to do. Otherwise, these are the things that you should take note that I am going in the right direction.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
For meditation, what the best way to clear the mind? Because sometimes we have so many things thinking in the mind, you want to clear it first before you can think something else. So what the best way to clear it? So when you clear something, that means you already think something to clear it.
Have you found a guru?
Not really.
So meditation is always guided by a guru. Without guru, there is no meditation. Spiritual meditation is with guru only, because its purpose is not to clean. Its purpose is to lead us where we should go. What is our goal of life? Meditation comes as a tool into that. It's a staircase to lead. All these things happen on the way automatically. So, to cleaning and everything, these are steps that will be told by your guru. Wherever you go, they will tell you this thing, that without guru, in Sanatan Parampara, Guru Parampara, there is no meditation. Because we do not know then where we are going, what we are meditating, who for we are meditating. But yes, as a simple this thing, that how to, this is the daily question you are asking, what to do in a routine. Simply sit and make a small strong will that all impurities from my mind are going out. It is your determination which makes you clean. Nobody else is doing that. For this is the one who are not practicing meditation under a guru. This will work them. You can experiment and write down your note if it is working, and then you can come back that whether it is working. It is your truthful determination which makes your mind clean. And you should not judge things that this I want to clean, that I want to clean. You just simply have to say impurity I want to clean, whatever is impure. Only purity, clarity, correctness, these are the things you want. Incorrectness, impurity, all these things you do not want. Simple, your own determination. If somebody is doing a truthful determination, whole universe, creation, whatever you want to name it, because everybody has different names, the way their journey has been. So to whom you are giving the ultimate power, that starts working with you in your favor. Because everything begins with truth. I am not saying this is end. It's the beginning is truth. So truthful you are doing anything, it will work for sure. There have been no exception. Thank you.
In the daily matters, we get indulged in the temporary problems that we have in the society itself, and that actually we will have a lot of interest towards progressing to the spiritual field. That is what is the best mechanism to overcome that. That's the first question. Second thing is, when we talk about soul, we talk a lot of things about soul going up higher and higher. But like expanding our mind, expanding ourselves, expanding our mind, and reaching the higher state. And then, is that the one, or is it that expanding our knowledge, what we are, who we are? It's like what we say is control your mind. You don't have to make yourself free, so your mind has to be free and has to expand, and you will become reach that state. So, what is that?
Okay, I will repeat your question because whether I could hear it properly or not, so I will repeat for you because that's why I asked, am I audible clearly? First question is, when there are entanglements of the family, society, world, then how to move towards spirituality? Is it? Progress. Okay. Progress in spirituality. Okay. Another question is, what is this evolution or going up of the soul? It is mind or intelligence or what? It is, yes. Okay. So first thing is that more the difficult situation you have in your family, in your society, more you will flourish spiritually. It doesn't mean that you should invite troubles. But this is the case. That means nature is very much happy with you. It is giving you enough fodder that this world is not what it appearing to be. Because everything you are seeing very clearly when you are face to face with the problem, all the time this thing will come, you will know this life, what all is there into it. So it will keep sharpening your intelligence. And when it is fully sharpened, intelligence, first the only intellect is fighting, that I can control everything, I can mend this and that, I am in control. And a little bit problem comes, it gives in, mere bas ka nahi hai, nothing I can't do. And then they start praying or do something or running here and there. So this you have to understand very carefully. You don't invite troubles. In fact, there have been saints and seers who invited troubles so that they do not forget that this world is such a place that they should not get entangled with it. But I am not advising that. I am saying there are sufficient number of problems in the world. If you look at them carefully, automatically, it is the best space which will lead you towards spirituality. Thing is, are you ready to do this Atma Anatma Vivek or not? Or you are enjoying Atma and Anatma both, like a good dish which is sweet, sour and everything, you say I don't want to clear. You eat everything. So, it is only through the world. That is where we are saying it is for the most number in the world are householders. And somebody says you renounce the world and run away, then only you can find the God. It is not for the householder. Then you are thinking very dim about the Creator. That He renounced the whole world and chose few. That these only people are there. It cannot happen. So it is only when you are in the trouble that you get sharpened more and more and you reach towards your evolution. This should be understood. And if you are taking note of your journey, I am saying, if you are doing this Atma Anatma Vivek, you will see the evolution happening. It is when you don't do this, only let your mind, intelligence, memory, ego play. So they play to the hilt. Then you are giving them playing field, so they are playing. And so long as we are enjoying, you don't complain. When something is going here and there, it will go. In Anatma that has to happen. Only time is there. So this is how it is. It is no hindrance. Neither children, nor grandparents, nor parents, nor society, anything is, all are there to smoothen your journey. If we do not accept the world as it is and then work, then it is going to create troubles. It will pull down only. It will not help. The same things which are meant to for your evolution, they start pulling you because you are not seeing Atma and Anatma. So this is one. And now it comes to the soul evolution, whether it is mind or intelligence, how it is happening. See, I said minimum condition, minimum qualification for a thing to call soul is immortality. Now what is left for the immortality? Now when we say immortality, then doesn't it say that we are speaking of a phenomenon which is beyond time and space? Because anything which is in time, naturally it is death. That is why in Sanskrit one word for the death is kal, time, kal it is referred, same word. These people realized every word, then only they gave. They were very wise people. They didn't give any word which has no meaning. Exactly what the word is, that meaning it is. So, when we are speaking about a phenomenon which is beyond time and space, then what else comes to your imagination? What will be happening in something when I go beyond time and space? That time is not there. At least first thing is, some of you who sit in meditation, when you come, then you say, I ask what that time you think I was gone. You say 20 minutes. Then I say, look at the clock, it is 1 hour. That means some lapse of time had happened. That too when you are not doing regularly. As it has been told, if it has been told, if we are doing it that way, it wouldn't take much time. That's what it is being told. So, immortality in that field, what happens? It is only expansion, which is another word we qualified, we call infinite. Now the soul is immortal. Now when you place it in the Guru, that is why Shraddha we say, is it in someone? It is not absolute thing. You say, I place my soul here. It is like a fish putting in the infinite water. Let it flourish. Let it expand as much as you want. So, expansion, that state we call eternity. That state we call infinity. So, soul's expansion, because in this vocabulary, as I say, word have a limitation. But you can get an indication. And that is the role of the language. That once soul becomes what it is, then only expansion is happening. So then it can expand so much that you will see whole creation within you. And then you will see yourself within your Guru. That is how it is. That is why we call Guru the big. Here the meaning for Guru is not the remover of the darkness. Because this one word has infinite meanings. So, few I am telling. So, this is infiniteness. That soul is expanding in that area, not within time. It's not that my intellect has become so sharp. Those all things are attributes. They will come automatically. But you are not looking for them. If you have got the whole kingdom, then why are you looking for a small thing? They will automatically come. So expansion happens and when that expansion has reached to that stage where we call whether to move, we will say this is movement or station. Both become same. Avastha we say. Is it a stage? We say your spiritual journey. Is it a stage or it is a journey? When journey and stage both become one. Because expansion has happened to such an extent that now you are everywhere. Where will you move? There is nothing left to move. So that stage is called eternity, and that is Sanatan Guru Parampara. Eternity, word for eternity in Sanskrit is Sanatan. And little lower, if you call it, is Shashwat. It's very prolonged. All these things words which come in Sanskrit, they mostly refer to some quotient of time. Like Parakastha, the word is there. That ultimate height. So Kastha is a parameter of time. Same way, this we say that Sanatan means eternity in English. So it has reached to that stage, then your journey is complete. So we do not call that whether you are moving or you are stationed. So this is how.
Hello, sir. My question is, I'm aware of quite a few things which we discuss over Satsang, and there are a lot of inputs which I have heard from other gurus, also like Sadhguru also, and I also attended a couple of engineering programs through him. Now, I realized that yes, there is an importance of various things which have been taught to us. But having said that, I'm still not sure that I need a guru. Is that unsurety okay? I don't know. And I know to an extent there is a definitely requirement of guru with a lot of inputs which we receive. But if I'm not reaching to a state that I still need a guru or the clarity that I need a guru, is there something wrong with that?
See, what happens is...
Small thing, I would like to hear in Hindi, not English.
Acha. With how many people I will be doing atrocity if I speak in Hindi? 3. Please bear with me because it is his question. So he deserves to have an answer. The one who asked, he deserves an answer. हिंदी में बताना मेरे लिए बहुत ही आसान है. मैं नाचने लगता हूँ जब हिंदी में, क्योंकि वो मेरी मातृभाषा है. तो उसमें मुझे बताना ऐसे है जैसे कि पानी पीना है, बहुत आसान हो जाता है. अंग्रेजी में तो मुझे उसका पैरेलल शब्द ढूंढना पड़ता है, वो कंपैरेटिवली जाता है, नहीं मिलता है, फिर लगता है कि कैसे समझाएं. पर हिंदी में तो बहुत ही आसान है. गुरु शब्द का अर्थ आप क्या लेते हो उससे शुरू होगी बात. यही मैंने शुरू में कहा कि आप ये भूल जाओ कि आपको गुरु चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए, वो बाद में बात होगी. आपको क्या चाहिए वो पहले आप क्लियर करो कि मुझे ये चाहिए. आप कहीं किसी प्रोग्राम में गए, कोई आपने ट्रेनिंग लिया, व्हाट फॉर, देयर मस्ट, कुछ आपके मन में होगा कि किस लिए कर रहे हैं, उस उद्देश्य की पूर्ति हुई क्या, उसमें कुछ आगे बढ़े क्या, तब तो कोई अर्थ होता है. तो आध्यात्म के उसमें कहेंगे, अगर आप एज ए एक्सपीरियंस पूछ रहे हो तो हम तो कहते हैं कि गुरु के बिना तो कुछ होता ही नहीं, और शुरू में गुरु की आवश्यकता होती भी नहीं है. किताबों से पढ़ सकते हैं, सब कुछ कर सकते हैं. इट इज ओनली इन द हायर स्टेजेस, जहां आपको पुल अप करके रखना है, जहां आप कुछ भी नहीं जानते, वहां गुरु की आवश्यकता है. तो गुरु शब्द का जो अर्थ आप ले रहे हो, क्योंकि हर एक गुरु का, अगर कोई रियलाइज्ड मास्टर हम जिसको कहते हैं, वो उस शब्द की परिभाषा उसकी अपनी होगी, और हम समझते हैं कि ये वही कह रहे हैं जो हम समझ रहे हैं. वो एक ही शब्द को अलग अलग जितने रियलाइजेशन के स्टेजेस हैं, उसी शब्द का उसके लिए भिन्न भिन्न अर्थ है. अक्षर शब्द वही है, लेकिन वो दूसरी अवस्था में उससे कुछ और कहना चाहता है, तीसरी अवस्था में कुछ और कहना चाहता है, चौथी अवस्था में कुछ और कहना चाहता है, और हम समझते हैं कि वो तो उन्होंने ये कहा था. दैट इज वेयर वी मेक अ मिस्टेक. तो पहले उनकी बात भूल जाओ, क्योंकि हम तो ये भी कह रहे हैं कि गुरु का मतलब वो तो कभी कुछ बोलता ही नहीं है, वो तो हमेशा समाधि में है, फिर हमें कैसे सुनाई पड़ता है. तो ये है कि हम क्या चाहते हैं, हम क्या समझे. तो ये बोलते हैं कि हाँ, आपने ये बोला, हमने ये समझा, क्या हमने ऐसे ही समझा, अब हम कैसे आगे बढ़ें. तो पहले गुरु शब्द का अर्थ आप क्या लेते हो, उसी के हिसाब से आप आगे बढ़ोगे. वो गुरु के बिना तो कैसे होता है, क्योंकि आप पूछ रहे हिंदी में, तो हम कहते हैं कि गुरु परतरम तत्वम नास्ति, और आपको अगर परतर तत्व में जाना ही नहीं है तो गुरु की क्या आवश्यकता है, और जाना है तो उसके बगैर काम कैसे चलेगा. तो सारा आध्यात्म का भारतीय जो हम सनातन गुरु परंपरा कहते हैं, वो उसका तो दारोमदार ही गुरु के ऊपर है. अगर वो नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं है. कौन बताएगा हमें, कहाँ से हमें पता करते हैं कि राम हुए थे कि कृष्ण हुए थे, कौन है हमें ये अनुभव देने वाला. किसी संत ने ही लिखा है ना, कोई रामायण लिखा, महाभारत लिखा। राम ने खुद तो रामायण नहीं लिखी, किसी के द्वारा ही आप जान रहे हैं, वही है आपका प्रूफ। उसी के मार्फत आप जाते हो, कहते हैं कि ऐसे ऐसे करोगे तो ऐसा ऐसा होगा, और जब वो वैसा वैसा होता है तब आपका भरोसा बढ़ता है। तो गुरु इसलिए उसके बगैर तो कुछ होता ही नहीं, वो ही है अल्टीमेट हमारा गंतव्य जहां हमें जाना है। पर ये कब आए क्रेविंग? वो तब आएगी कि जब हम कहते हैं जहां हम हैं वहां से हम ईमानदारी से शुरू करें, विवेक पैदा करें। और विवेक सूचनाओं से नहीं होता, सूचना नहीं, विवेक होता है सत्संग से। बिना सत्संग के विवेक नहीं होता। और सत्संग में आए हो इसका मतलब ईश्वर की कृपा तो है ही है। बिना उसकी, वो जो अंदर बैठा है, जब तक वो नहीं खिंचाव कर रहा है, हम सत्संग में जाएंगे नहीं। बगल में हो रहा होगा तो हम टीवी देखेंगे, कुछ करेंगे, क्या जाना है हमें, ऐसा हमारा मन होगा। तो वो शुरू में नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन बिना उसके, उसकी मंजिल ही वही है। जो हम होना चाहते हैं वो वही है। जो हम कहते हैं कि परम गुरु की जो अवस्था है कि अपने बराबर ले आना। ईश्वर सबको अपने बराबर देखना चाहता है, किसी को अपने से कम नहीं देख सकता वो। तो वहां तक लाने वाला है तो वो तो गुरु ही ले जाएगा, और कौन, कोई है नहीं उसके लिए दूसरा माध्यम। हाँ, ये है, ये आपकी स्वतंत्रता है कि आप गुरु क्षण क्षण बदलो, कोई बाउंडेशन नहीं है उसमें। पर बिना गुरु के मत रहो, वो गलती हो जाएगी। जहां आपको एक जगह नहीं मिल रहा है, आप दूसरी जगह जाओ। जहां आपका हृदय बोले कि यहाँ मुझे मिल रहा है, जो मैं ढूंढने आया हूँ, जो मेरी आत्मा मुझे मांग रही है, वो उस ढंग से मुझे यहाँ मिल रहा है, तो वहां रहो आप। और उस पर कुछ समय प्रैक्टिस करो, देखो लाभ हो रहा है तो आगे बढ़ो, नहीं तो आगे बढ़ जाना चाहिए। तो बिना उसके नहीं होता कुछ। ठीक है, थैंक यू। ठीक है, somebody has asked without name, though I want to proceed with the direction towards divinity, some kind of fear pulls me down, which I don't know what. How do I come out of this? Fear is the distance between your soul and God. Fear comes when you are away from the God. That is the evidence that you are now away from the God. But this relation, this connection is such that you cannot run away from the God, because you are part of the God, or the ultimate, or the whole creation. Now you might be seeing the scientists start discovering and finding out that everything is connected with one another, only their location is different. What constitutes of what, but everything is connected. Nothing is there which is disconnected. So same way you can draw logically also that you can never be disconnected from the divinity. Your senses, your mind and ego, all these things can mislead you. So how to remove the fear? That fear, how to? By satsang it can be removed, that you muster your courage and go to satsang. When you reach to the, what is this satsang? This knowing towards any guru. With any guru you find that this listening about, reading about, which suits your mind, that this is of my liking, here I will get, go for sometimes. You do so many efforts for other things, watch movies or do things like that. Devote some time to this, because this will help you forever, and these things will help you for some time. So satsang is the beginning to remove this fear, so that your viveka, discernment comes out. How to follow spirituality irrespective of any kind of situations. Examples: any bad incidents, financial problems, things not happening in our way. Right. See, this is about, I understand, it is about shaking off trust. That though person wants to follow, but when some adversities they face in life, then they start thinking, oh, I am meditating, I am thinking about God, I am doing this puja, and still such things are happening to me. This is one way of looking at. Another is those who are little more intellectually sound. They think, no. If you follow spirituality, your material progress will go, because now you will become saint and material prosperity will start deserting you. Both are wrong conclusions given by senses which are not normal. So, first you have to do that, understand this way, that when you are moving towards light, will darkness come to your senses or light will come? If you are moving, I say soul is light. It is called enlightenment. Enlightenment, light it is. So when you are moving towards light, other instruments, be it your mind, self, ego, everything, will they not get more clarity that how they are? So your intelligence will function better. Now, despite all this becoming better, something is happening the way it is happening. Then can't you think that nothing happens without any previous karma attached to it? So it is coming the result of what you have done earlier. But spirituality only will minimize it. At least intelligently, if you see that my intelligence, if it has become better, I have become more peaceful, then the same adversity I will handle in a better way, which I would not have handled otherwise. So its benefit is here also, in this material world as well. It is not there. They say prakat, it's there all the time. There is nothing hidden. So you should only think logically and clearly. Then you will get your answer that in fact it is more necessary when such things are happening that you should. This is some kind of proof which will you gather. That's why I say in spirituality, only when you become evidence. No outside thing, whatever I am saying, you don't know what I am saying, you know what you have understood. So if that is making you something progress, something better, then only it is working for you. So when you become evidence, not what somebody says, when somebody says whatever you have understood, when you apply in your life and you find yourself an evidence of that knowledge, that yes, this is working, then you should not leave that. Then you should work more at it. Then only this Atma and Atma Vivek will stay, otherwise again you fall back. Then you start looking as if you know why this thing is happening. Any negative incident, so-called negative incident happening to you, do you know it is really negative? When we say in God's eye, if God is there, nothing wrong ever goes. How can it go? That means by saying that something wrong is happening to you, you are refuting the existence of the one who exists. How big challenge you have taken by simply saying something wrong is happening to me. This big challenge, do you understand the proportion of this? You have made whole universe against you just by saying this. Something wrong is happening. Oh, universe says, oh fine, something wrong is happening to you. I am there to support you. But you say, no, things are happening as they are happening, because in God's eye, nothing wrong is happening. In your eye, because your eye has not reached to that extent of discernment where nothing wrong ever happens. So you should rather make it more clearer to you when something this way is going, that oh, please make me capable so that I see the way it is happening and it helps you. So it should happen that way. But your way, why will things happen? Are you the all-knowing one? Why things will happen your way? You are saying, no God, not your way, my way. You say the other way around and see the beauty, how beautiful this creation is. I am one with you, whatever you do. If the pain is coming, it must be there. If pleasure is coming, it must be there. But keep your senses disciplined. Don't forget that you are a disciple of the ultimate. not indisciplined way, and then enjoy his creation. There is nothing like that. So this is how you should see. How do I find the purpose of life? By same thing, that you have to figure out who this I is. Who is asking this question to the way you have voiced. Who is this I? And how to begin with it. Whatever you consider that for me I means this. With that I, that identity, you go to a Guru. And then tell him that this is what I know by I. Is it correct? Then he will tell you that what I really is. And till the time you have understood it well, do not give in. Because any knowledge which is not acceptable to your heart is no knowledge, even if it is 100% knowledge. It should be acceptable to your heart, not head. Head may go here and there. Heart you should learn to read. And that comes also with Satsang. You should learn to read heart. What is this heart and mind business? This whole spirituality you will comprehend so smoothly if you can comprehend this. That this is what my mind, this is what my intellect, and this is what my heart's calling is. So this you can find out the goal of life when you identify this I who is looking for the goal. At least one thing you have figured out with this question, that yes, there is a goal of life and there is an I. So whether this I is correct, are its constituents as these should be, or it is something else, and then that will walk on that path. Pranam Guruji, Pranam. As you told, these three type of Guru, Sadgurus, Samarth Gurus and Param Gurus. Now confusion start. My logical minds now want to feel the Param Guru only. Then how to know and reach the Param Guru if I want to start the journey? Yes. Is it clear? So yes. See, these three types of gurus, these are attributes that could be the same person, need not be the three persons. First of all, you have to understand this. Because guru word you are taking very lightly. I am saying whole creation is within that. This is what leads to the confusion. Some people call who is guru's guru. It is like asking who is God's God. So if they even ponder a little over about it, then they know what kind of childish mistake they are making. But their life goes and they cannot comprehend this small thing. So this is how you should see, wherever your heart takes you, that here is what spontaneously I am getting. My heart is getting fulfilled. There is your guru. And anybody, if he is really a guru, he will give it a damn whether you go after a second or you go after eons. It is none of business. His business is that the one who has come should go fulfilled. That is it. Because if he is really guru, in his eyes, where can we go? He is everywhere. We cannot run away from him if he is really guru. So that is a folly we make. That these are three people or persons we are talking. It may be this way and that way. So it is your heart. First you read your heart correctly. Wherever 10 times you go, 20 times you go, just don't fall on the feet flat. No need. Until your heart says, no, this is then don't go away. Then you are making a mistake. First your heart, at least sometime it spoke, and that also you rubbished. So you lost an opportunity. So don't do that. Take your time before ascertaining that this is really the case. But once that has happened, and God has given you all the three things and you are making mockery of it. He has given you a human frame. He has given you inclination towards Himself. He has given you an opportunity to choose a guru according to your choice. He is not forced anyone. So this is the way forward. How do I align myself with cosmic consciousness so that I am not in conflict with everything in me, but I am in flow with the life process? Okay. Well, this meaning appears to be as if that something is blocking me for me becoming one with the cosmic consciousness. Otherwise in life is going smooth, I am in flow with the life. That is the question. So there are two things, cosmic consciousness and life. See, when you say life, in Guru's terminology, life is something else. This is the copy of the life. He called that pranasya prana, life of life. If you had to realize only on the soul, that would have been a different case. Here it is your senses, mind, ego and all these things which are making you say that this is the life. Because things are going smooth, God grace. You say, I am flow with life, I have no complaint. But what is this cosmic consciousness? That means say that there is some higher consciousness. So there is a realization within the question that there definitely is something higher than what I am experiencing current now as being in flow with the life. So look, there is a realization also already voiced in the question. So that I am referring to, that is not this life and this cosmic consciousness, which is another word. Consciousness, ultimate sense in this whole creation, it is time only. Consciousness, last stage is as time itself. Beyond consciousness, there is a stage beyond consciousness also, which we call Turiya Pita Avastha. There is no consciousness. So consciousness is not the ultimate thing. Yes, for time and space, so long as you are here, it is. Because if you reach to that, that means you are going one with the time. Then now you are going in flow with the life, then you will go in flow with the time. So that way world will not trouble you. But who can lead you there to reach to such an? Somebody needs to be there who is beyond consciousness also, so that he keeps your consciousness nestled one with the time. If that is your goal to reach. So yes, you need that.
My question is, if we find our goal and we change or we progress, we believe we are progressing or changing. I will stick to the word changing. But we are not fitting into society. How do we manage that aspect of life?
Yes. So that is the whole thing. Because any change, see, first of all, you are in a spiritual path, so we know that spirituality is not for timid-hearted people. It is always for the courageous people. Whenever timidity arises, a Krishna comes and tells Arjun, fight. He doesn't say run away. So always it is for the brave hearts. And any change if you want to bring in the world, because in this country which is known for this, unfortunately people have started thinking that spirituality is only when you are incapable of doing anything. It is not so. It should be given in the womb when you are going to become a child, a mother and father. Since then you should work for your child that it turns out to be a spiritual being. So it is for the courageous people. Yes, courageous people, they are ahead of time. If you are keeping, as I say, the ultimate word for the consciousness of time, that means the one who is spiritually attained knows how the time is moving. So it's ahead of time. And among the spiritual seekers and devotees and associates, there is a responsibility. that they are harbinger of that change which is yet to come, yet to manifest. So they are never going to fit in the society. But this is their honest. This is their duty. Because they know for sure that they are leading the world in right direction. So when you are a leader, you have to have responsibility. So fitting in only, yes, I say you have to become humble, clear, whatever you are telling, tell it very clearly that this is how it is. Never give up. Because giving up here means that we are not going with the truth. Atma Anat Vivek, we are not feeling that much confidence or something. Something is, then you get your, means those all spiritual people, they should get their diet properly for body, mind, self and soul, and then go into the world, because this is the job. Always this will be there. If you see that now I will be in a comfortable position because I have become a spiritual, outwards never. You will get more and more problems because you have become part of the solution. So wherever the problem is, you will be sought. That you come here, you come here. That is why earlier, if you see all the gurus, they used to travel. They will not stay only for Chaturmas. This is the period it begins. They will stay for some time in some place. Otherwise, they are roaming here and there. Going to the problems, if problem is not coming to them. So this, when we have this responsibility, we have to be brave and very clear, because we know in our heart of heart that this is the thing for which everybody is looking. As we say in spirituality, there is only one thing, object which we call, that is divinity itself, or God. For that you are going to impart everyone. You are very sure, every one of us, to fit into that is always this, that be humble, courageous, and always take it for granted that you have become part of the solution. That is why problems will be around you, but you will always emerge victorious. That is the solution. Always. There is no exception. Your angle may be different from the real angle. Those who are going towards God, how can they not emerge victorious? So they will ultimately, and they every moment they are doing. When we look at from the, I say no, eternity and movement, two are two sides of the same coin. These two are not different. So every moment also you are emerging victorious because you are upholding. And in time also, when things are happening like this, when you are going ahead, carrying the spirit of time, you are leading time where it should go. That is how it will always be meaning. But patience, truthfulness and braveness, sahas should be there. Always. And that comes with eating these four foods clearly, purely. And of course offering to others who are ready. Yeah.
If eternity and moment exist together, then the samajta part of it is a tough choice, isn't it?
Yes. So long as we are into this time consciousness is there, then it is tough. Once this consciousness is gone, then it will come automatically. Once we know that we are a soul, slowly it will recede. Thank you very much for your time. I hope something is received and something is exchanged.